Ryan Graham again with another coronavirus COVID-19 quarantine occupational therapy lesson. This one's about zipping coats. Okay, so some of your kids, right off the bat, if your kids can zip your coats up, get off this video. If they're, I would still watch this if they can zip up, but want you to do it. Pretty common. I've seen that a lot in anger. They can zip their coat up. They ask you to do it. What that probably means is that it's hard for them to do, and they should get as much practice as they can. So I still have them do it, you know, obviously whenever they leave the house to go out and play or whatever. You know, you might want to do it here and there throughout the day, you know, like just 5 tries, you know, a session or something. Don't make them do it 2 hours. That's going to really, really bore them. They're going to hate doing it. If your kid seems too young to zip their own coat, I'll get into that in a second, okay? Because some of them, we don't expect them to zip their coat, you know, if they're, you know, that young, obviously. But, you know, just to start out with here, this is a coat. This is my wife's coat. I chose it because it has the biggest zipper. You know, it's hard to see this, so I tried to find the biggest one I could. You know, the points of interest here are the zipper mechanism. You know, when the opposite side of the zipper with no mechanism. This is a totally black coat. I put some duct tape here so you can see it better. I put some other tape here so you can see it better. So, you know, obviously zipping a coat up, you know, this is a coat. This is a pretty long coat, so I put it closer to me. You know, I'm doing the sitting down because I don't have a camera holder. So, you know, I'm doing the best I can with what I have here. And you gotta put it down all the way, then zip it up. That's the hardest part right there. Okay, most kids have, that's the problem. They can't engage the zipper. They can do everything else just fine. Once it's zipped up, it's much easier to, you know, once it's engaged, you just zip it up. Okay, so we're gonna problem solve that a little bit here. First of all, I'm doing this kind of awkwardly because, again, I don't have a camera holder. You might want them to sit down and do this to begin with, because if they're standing up and swinging around and trying to walk around the room or something, you know, when they're moving, you know, they have less stability with their hands. So if it's a totally new concept, have them, you know, sit down in a chair or something, or have them at least stand. You know, I mean, this sounds kind of like nitty gritty, but, you know, have them like leaning against the wall or something. That's just going to minimize their body movement. So if they're kind of swinging like this or something, you know, they're not going to possibly be able to engage the zipper. So, you know, zippering is a 2-hand process. Okay, so if they have a toy in one hand, I see this a lot in anger. If they have a toy or a fidget or something in one hand, get rid of the fidget. You know, they need their both hands free to do this. It doesn't take very long. They're going to get their toy right back or whatever. So, like what I'm doing here, you know, I'm holding this part here. I'm not holding it like that. I can't put the zipper on like that. You want to hold it pretty close to the end of the zipper here. A lot of things I've seen are like, if I hold it like this, it's too floppy. This is flopping around all over the place. I'm never going to possibly get it in there. They need to hold it pretty close to the zipper. Like, I don't know if you can see, yeah. This, you want to get like all these extraneous flaps out of the way. If you want to go crazy, tape this down so it's out of the way. I mean, you know, it's the COVID-19 quarantine. You got nothing else to do. You know, and you want they should hold the zipper mechanism with this, you know, handle if they have it. At the very least, like, you know, hold the actual zipper mechanism. Like, again, what I've seen is kids hold it here too floppy, you can't engage it. So again, what you do here, you want to get it down all the way. So I'm gonna, it's like the limits of my camera skill here. This is a bottom view. That slot there is filled with the bottom of this zipper. Okay, white tape, see? Black, 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 white. You want to get that all the way down there. If you have like nail polish remover or something, or whiteout, you might want to put it on this part of the zipper. You know, it's not very big, it's not very noticeable. You know, this is my wife's coat, so I didn't want to deface her coat. So again, like, just to show that again, like, you get it down all the way like this, then you pull it up the rest of the way. That's the easy part. Like, this part here is the easy part. The hardest part was getting it on there. So I'm going to show you one more time. I'm going to try to stick to the 8-minute mark. You know, what I'm doing here is I'm moving it up a little bit closer to my face. If they have a long coat like this, it might be better. You know, again, they want to get, you know, part of the problem why this won't happen is that they don't get engaged all the way. This is almost engaged right now. It's like 1/8 of an inch away from it. Oh, it zipped that time. Yeah, the kids get frustrated because, like, let's say it's like you know, almost there. They try to pull on it, doesn't happen. You know, it's never gonna happen if it's like, you know, 1/8 of an inch off. It has to be down all the way down, and they have to have this hand holding it pretty much all the time. So once it's kind of down here, again, another problem I see is like they successfully engage the zipper. Like, this should be good to go. They let the hand go away, even if they hold it like here or something. There's, you know, again, it's not supposed to do that. You know, if their hand is not in this position, if it's like up here or something, you know, okay, you get the idea here. Like, they need to hold on to this the entire time, they zip, basically. Okay, so I talked about, like, what if your kid can't engage the zipper? You know, some of your kids won't be able to for whatever reason. That's okay. In that case, what you do is you kind of hand over hand assist them. Have one hand in their left hand, one hand in the right hand. Then you just put them together, okay? That's like the first step here. You might do the rest, or you might engage the zipper, you know, have them pull it up, you know. So to state the obvious, you're doing all the tasks of zippering except engaging the zipper. So you're having them move their hands together, you're engaging it, then they're pulling it up. You might want to use a bigger coat, so if you have a coat, you have them try it, you know, it's going to be really big on them, obviously. You can also put it on their lap like this. You know, again, like, their coat's going to be way smaller than this one. This is the parts of the zipper here. You know, I would do it in their lap just because that's how they're going to put their coat on. Like, you know, when I was a, you know, younger therapist, unexperienced, I did it on a table. The kids aren't going to put their coat on a table. Like, they're going to put it on whether they're sitting or standing. So, you know, you can put it in their lap. Everything about this is the same. You know, like, one hand's on the zipper mechanism, the other hand's holding the bottom pretty close. So that's one way to practice it. Yeah, that'll be it for today.